Alrighty, so here is my quick video for you. So I've already gotten into my Genius Insight app. I'm going to continue with new session, and I'm going to skip the voice for now. So if I was scanning somebody else, you can put an affirmation in. I'm just going to put I am healthy. And again, I'm going through this quickly. You could still do the voice, you could still do the photo, but for what I'm going to show you, we're going to get right to the point. So let's begin session. And again, there's always tutorials in here. So what I'm going to look for now are things that might be sticking out. The first things that I usually look at are the vitamins. And I'm simply just going to come down and put the red items in the main hold tray down here. That's what we're going to do first. I definitely look at all the red items first. I usually look at today's stress, minerals, because those are basic foundational building blocks. Body systems, this kind of gives us an idea of where we need to target later. Now, if I was working with cellulitis, obviously we would be looking at vitamins, probably minerals, today's stress, body systems. You could also look at infection, energetic disturbances. I would also look at emotions. Let's see, did I forget anything? Let's do some essential oils because we want some good stuff in here. I want some Bach flowers too. So again, I'm just dropping these all down into the main hold tray. Definitely want to look at meridians because we want to look at the energy centers. And that would probably be all I would look at for your son. Once you get some libraries put in, which I'll show you how to do, then you can come down here. You'll see all of your libraries, and then you can scan. And then you would go through the same thing, clicking on things that you think would be beneficial. Just be mindful of how many things you are dropping into this main hold tray down here. 100 to me is a lot, but again, a muscle test or nervous system response test. Okay, so before we come down here into this main hold tray, we just want to do a quick balance first. Okay, I'm just going to do this for a minute. Okay, so we want these numbers to approximately be around 40%. So these are okay, but we could do better. So now we're going to go into, again, if this is your son, you've done your quick balance. Now we're going to go into the main hold tray where we dropped all of those items. Okay, we're going to hit begin session. So now you can see this kind of rearranged everything from highs to medium to low. Okay, we really just want to focus on the highs. So I'm going to click high and you can see all the highs are highlighted here. Okay, going to come down here to about a minute or two. And again, for time purposes, we're just going to do a minute. Perfect. So now I'm going to rescan because I want to see what's left to deal with. And you can see some things kind of rearranged. I know liver was up here at the top. So that actually dropped down a little bit. So then this is where I would do some testing, figure out how much does a person need. Maybe you want to just start with 8 minutes, 10 minutes, see how your son does. Obviously, you can go all the way up to 30. You could also select all of this and then export it to the capsule if you have a capsule set up for him. There's multiple different ways that you could do that. So you could just run the frequencies right now for him. As they're running, when you see the graphics show up on here, you could be imprinting something into that. It doesn't matter, or you can send everything to the capsule. Now, last but not least, I'm going to show you how to create your library. So anything you want to do is the three lines up here to the right. This is your menu. So we're going to come down here to libraries and we are going to create your library. So you're going to come up here to the plus arrow and we are going to type in cellulitis because that's the name of it. Hit save. And then I'm simply just going to take my list that I gave you from ChatGPT. And again, it's up to you what you want to put in here. I'm just giving you suggestions because do keep in mind, we do have a lot of these frequencies already. So we put one in already. I'm definitely going to put cytokine modulation in. So I'm just going to continue to add them one by one, copying and pasting. And I'm using the archetype encoding because that takes the word and converts it into a frequency. And now it's up to you if you want to put all of these into a library. If you want, you don't have to. You can pick and choose what you think would benefit him because this is a library that you can reuse. Think of your library as like a Cephi playlist. You're putting together a list of items that you can not only test for, but also use as the remedy. Some of my libraries are short, depending on what I'm doing. Some are extremely long. So I'm just going to keep going here, put a couple more in. If you have a imprinter test plate, which you can get from Genius, You simply would put whatever you want on the test plate and it'll scan it in. So like if you wanted, say you have some homeopathics at home that aren't in the system, you would just place that on the imprinter. And then obviously we do have frequency input. So let's say I have like 40 hertz. Say I wrote 40 hertz down in here. And then I would type 40 hertz in here and then use the frequency input to put that in. Okay, so that's pretty much it. How you add a library, real simple. And then hit save. So I added my library. Now, last but not least, you can see all the different libraries that I have created. These are for sale on my website if you want any extra ones. So these are all the ones that I've created so far. You want to remember to add it to the client. So we just added that cellulitis one. So I'm going to come here into cellulitis, click on that. Now, if it's your son and you've created a bunch of different libraries, you can just hit select all and all of them will go in. But I'm just going to do cellulitis for me and then hit OK. And then the library has been added. You can see it right here. So when you go back then to scan your libraries under custom libraries, you can see it right here. Okay. So that's pretty much it. Log in. If you want to do the voice, you can. If you want to do the photo, you can. But come to this page. This is the general overview. You're going to scan body, mind, and biofield. If you have libraries, you can scan them. Do your quick balance first for like a minute or two, then go through the items here and then start dropping them down into the main hold tray. And then rebalance all of these. I like to do rescan and then do it again. It's up to you. You can do this once and run it for 15 minutes. Okay, so that's kind of all you need to do at this point. Hopefully the things that show up in the library for the cellulitis, you can drag all of that down into here and then you can be specific and intentional with running those frequencies. But you definitely want to look for like skin things, inflammation, white blood cells, immune system, liver, bacteria, anything like that. Those are going to be some of your markers that you're going to want to look at. So hopefully that helps. That's kind of a quick down and dirty way of getting started with the Genius. If you have the Genius AI, that is extra. I think the light version is $17 and the full version is like $24 a month. I honestly don't remember. But these are nice if you want to send these reports to your clients. Kind of gives them an idea of like what the reports are finding. It gives them some ideas on why things are happening, gives them a short summary. I don't think these reports are too terribly overwhelming for people, at least in our opinion, we haven't noticed. It gives them a summary, and then, like, even down here, it'll say prioritize detox and sensitivity panels. So if they're in here already, you can do that. We do have environmental sensitivities, or we can create libraries to support that. And then it gives them some stuff to do here, hydration, grounding. So yeah, and then you can email that right to the client. So I hope this helps you. Like I said, if you have any other questions, just let me know and I can send you some other videos.